I have a list of the players who changed jersey numbers.
Some ammunition.
Yeah, I'll have to revisit that. My buddy Eric texted me this morning too. He said, I better hear praise for Shane Waldron. In Seahawks world right now, this is it. Like, they're back.
It's week 1. I mean, that's all well and good, but there's a lot more games to play.
And it was the Colts. Like, let's relax.
Thursday night's a red wash.
Thursday night is a red wash. I'm telling you, those NFC East primetime games. See that Tom Brady video he just posted?
I didn't. One of his fucking, let's fucking go.
Yeah, it was like a W and then looking ahead to next week, but it was, no, so they're playing the Falcons this week, and in the very background on the computer, it's like a lock screen with the Bucs logo, and the time on it says 3:28. Okay, all right. Today's Overreaction Monday, the most exciting day of the year. And so I figured we could both give a couple of our overreactions that we think are going to stick and kind of defend them, and we can see if the other person believes in it or not. An overreaction, how's this? The Saints are legit Super Bowl contenders with Jameis Winston. What do you think about that?
Are we talking this season or just...
Yep, this season.
This season? That is a big overreaction, but it is Overreaction Monday.
They looked really good yesterday.
They looked fantastic yesterday. I don't hate that.
To the point where I kind of buy in. I'm kind of all in.
Oh, I'm bought in. Anything with Jameis, the chips are in for me.
I just needed to see one game of him, no turnovers, taking what they give you.
Very efficient, too.
Yeah, he was 14 of 20. Efficient. 5 of those 20 attempts were touchdowns. Right from the get-go, they still have the really good offensive line where Kamara still did whatever he wanted to. And Jameis just took what was there, and he was sucking his fingers all day, man, all the way to a 38-3 whopping. Compared to him on the field with Rodgers, if you would have told me which one of those was going to have 5 touchdowns and which of the other was going to have 130 yards and 2 picks, I would have told you 100 times out of 100 it was Jameis Winston. I was not expecting Aaron Rodgers. That was really fun.
I can see where you're coming from. I don't know if they're going to be Super Bowl contenders this year. I think they're a sneaky little playoff pick, a little playoff berth, but I can see. I like it.
What was one of yours?
Kyler Murray is a top 3 MVP candidate. And I'm buying into that. I mean, they were 6-2 last season. They look good. I don't even know if that's an overreaction necessarily because of how good he played. But to say he's a top 3 MVP candidate.
He's 23-1 going into this week to win MVP. I think that was like 7th or 8th on the list of odds. He 21 of 32 for almost 304 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. That was another statement win, 38-13 in Tennessee.
Yeah.
It might be more about the Titans. I had kind of been saying before the year that I was really curious to see and kind of wasn't expecting them to be very good without Arthur Smith. Tannehill needs a system that works around him, and I think the running system that Arthur Smith has, he took it to Atlanta, and clearly yesterday, Derrick Henry did not look good. There's an overreaction that I'll run with. Derrick Henry wasn't the 2,000-yard running back that he was last year in the last couple of years. He is good. He is really good, but he's clearly not the passing threat that Kamara or McCaffrey or Saquon, when healthy, is, and isn't even the blocker that somebody like Zeke is. In terms of the best running back in the league, get Henry the fuck out of here, dude.
You've never been too sold on Derrick Henry.
It's like DeMarco Murray. He led the league when Bill Callahan was the Cowboys O-line coach, and they had the best offensive line in the league. When your defense isn't very good and you're having to throw it, Derrick Henry did most of his damage in the fourth quarter when they were winning, and then you're wearing on defenses, and then he has these big-ass 80-yard runs that make his total super inflated. I don't have much stock in the Titans, and after the Cardinals win yesterday, I still want to hold back from going all in on them because I think that's going to be a game we look back and think that's not the Titans, who are very good. But they were 6-2 before he got hurt last year, and he was running all over, throwing all over. Hopkins was doing whatever he wanted, and it looked like just a continuation of that yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
Matt Stafford, I do not believe this is an overreaction. They are the biggest threat to the Bucs in the NFC.
Oh, yeah.
That defense that I thought was going to maybe look different, and again, it was just the Bears. So, yes, it's an easy to look good against the Red Rocket. But Jalen Ramsey still looked unbelievable. I guess they're playing him a little different now where they're putting him more on the line and more in the play a little more so that they can't just avoid him on the outside, and now you can't use him at all. Now his fucking physical ass bodies up and just hitting people out of the backfield.
Hitting tight
Dude, he was all over the place. He was all over the place. And Stafford, man, he is making McVay's life so much easier because, I mean, 2 touchdowns last night that were just balls I do not believe Jared Goff would have made. They would have been underthrown, or he wouldn't have even seen them in the beginning, or he would have been shaking around in the pocket. Stafford, I'm so happy he's in the system. I'm so happy to watch him all year. I'm happy he's on my fantasy team, and I thought that game was a lot of fun to watch.
It was a great game to watch.
What is another one of your overreactions?
Tua silenced critics, and it's nothing against Tua, and they went in there and won in New England, but I think that there is more to say about this season, especially when it comes to health and playing a full season. I think that he came in there and he did really well, but I don't know if he's always going to have critics. I do like Tua. I do like that team. I just want to see him. I'm probably one of the critics just because I want to see him stay healthy for a full season. So to say that he silences critics week 1 like this is a bit of an overreaction.
I think it was J.C. Jackson I saw of the Pats after the game.
Oh, yeah.
When he mentioned how after that first throw or that first read, he's just throwing it up for grabs, so they weren't really worried about it. I didn't see... man, dude, it's such a back and forth with him. Like, I want him to do well so bad. This next week when they play the Bills will be a big test at home.
That's huge.
Their defense and roster is good enough where he can be the guy to get them to the playoffs and all that stuff, but he's fending off Deshaun Watson right now. Deshaun Watson's going to be a Dolphin next year, I think, unless Tua proves that they shouldn't. So I need to see Tua carry that offense in the air at times when they can't do it on the ground and put up some points while his defense is holding these teams under 20 points. I want to see some 42-20 games, not these 17-16, 20-17 games.
Yeah, I want to see some big games out of him too.
And they should have lost. If Damian Harris just doesn't fumble, then they're 0-1, and they're about to be possibly 0-2 with the Bills. What's the overreaction in Chargers land over there? Everyone was pretty hyped yesterday with Brandon Staley.
The defense is a big question mark for me. I just want to see them perform a little better against the run and that secondary as well. It's going to be something with time, though, I hope anyway. But that'd probably be my biggest thing is like that our defense is going to be locking people down.
It's normally a game the last few years, though.
Oh, that we would have...
That you would have found a way to lose, and Heineke would have done something, and you would have missed a kick or something. You would have lost that game.
Absolutely.
And the fact that he seems to have turned a culture around there, and the guys, you saw how hyped they were for him after the game.
I think it has a lot to do with Brandon Staley as well. I think Anthony Lynn finds way to lose games. Mm-hmm. I don't think he's a very competent guy.
No,
but
I think that was huge.
Like seeing him give out game balls and like just the way he talks, and he has that locker room, like they are bought in. I love it.
Now, okay, hold on. Give me a second here. I am so tired of rooting for the Cowboys. We were supposed to get destroyed. My intro video that I recorded before their game on Thursday, I was so pumped because it was fucking back. But I said, we're going to get fucking mollywop tonight. I know it because this is the defending champion Bucs. They're bringing everybody back. It's unprecedented. Brady posts his hype video. Our defense was coming off our worst in team history. Dak, it hasn't had any time. How's he going to look? Zeke's in the best shape of his life. Fuck you, Zeke. You be in shape every year, dude. You're a fucking pro. What are we talking about? I hate that whole line. It's your one fucking job to be in shape. Of course, we hang around and they fucking pull me,
a little bit of hope.
I think that I have trust issues because of my relationships. No, I have trust issues because of this fucking team pulling me in every time, taking a lead, but not doing the things that can make you secure a lead and always leaving that window open. And the combination of Mike McCarthy being on my side and Tom Brady on the other side, I'm literally shaking right now thinking about it.
You're going to have some gray hairs.
I'm going to die early, dude. I'm going to die early.
They're shortening your lifespan.
For sure. It's so
your poor heart.
Frustrating. But let's play the game. Trayvon Diggs locked down Mike Evans. That looked good. Dak looked really good. The rest of the NFC East, minus the Eagles, even though I don't buy it, it was just the Falcons looked bad. I think Pro Football Index or the Football Power Index, actually, there were 4 teams that went up who lost. I don't remember the other 2, but I just remember the Lions were one of them, ironically, and the Cowboys were one of them. So sure, we looked okay, but guess what? Zach Martin is off the COVID list this week. That's good, right? Oh, guess what? Randy Gregory just got put on it. Yay!
That's unfortunate.
Chargers offensive line allowed the fewest percentage of pressures on their quarterback, and now our probably second most talented pass rusher is going to be out for the game. Yay!
Rashawn motherfucking Slater, baby.
Yep, and now he's going to have to see Bradley and I coming off the edge. So I'm sure he's going to be real terrified.
They moved Chase Young to the other side after, I don't even know how long it was, but we saw some reps between Young and Slater round 3 this time. And oh my God, he looked so good. I'm so glad he fell to 13. That is just, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
It's just so annoying. So fuck. I guess I'm optimistic, I guess.
You should be optimistic. I mean, at least you got a healthy Dak, and
it's just going to be a same old year. Same old year.
At least you guys can't go 8-8 though.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's just so fucking annoying, dude. I hate it so much. I literally can't even think straight whenever I start thinking about it, because it's like I can tell you what's going to happen before it happens. And fuck you, Clark. Clark walks in the door to watch. I'm trying to export our video and shit, so I'm watching, I'm doing this too, but they're lining up for a 36-yard field goal. I'm like, it's an easy one. I'm just going to focus on this. I'm listening. I'll wait for Al to say, and it's up and good. And Clark, he asks me, is your guys' kicker good? And it's Greg DeLeg. He was pretty good last year. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, he's pretty good. Fucking holds the trigger all the way to the left and just sends it all the way to the left. And then he misses a point after, and he misses. Everyone's bitching about the push-off at the end. Was that offensive pass interference? How about we make our kicks, and how about we not kick field goals in the red zone and score touchdowns? And when our defense actually gets turnovers for the first time, what feels like ever, we capitalize on it.
That's where I was last year, especially with the kicking game. It is infuriating to just not make.
And then we attempt
a
60-yarder. We attempt a 60-yarder before half. Yeah, I'm sure.
That's great. He's already having a career day.
So was there anything else you wanted to hit from week 1? I guess let's talk Browns-Chiefs real quick. My thoughts didn't change really at all about anybody. The Browns, I think, are going to be this team for year. They're not the Browns anymore who lose all the time.
No,
they're just
really
the Browns who are going to have a good roster and be in it. But I'm sorry, dude. Baker is he's going to be the guy who always keeps them from reaching a certain level. I've never been on the Baker train. And I think Sam proved it yesterday, give me Sam Darnold over Baker Mayfield today.
Okay, let's clip it.
You can put that out, and I will be right. He can make all the throws. He's more mobile, and he can just do more. So whatever.
No, I see where you're coming from. I can understand that. I'm on the Baker train. I don't know if I have a front row I'm a little more in the back of the Baker train, but I don't know. I've always just kind of liked him. He just kind of gives me that Brett Favre type of feel, you know.
Would you take Baker for $37 million a year or Sam Darnold for $28?
Well, Sam. Because like you said, you made a great point. He is making those throws. He has great arm talent, and he is more mobile. And if you can pay your quarterback less, that's very serviceable.
Can you imagine putting him in an offense with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry?
And they got a good offensive line,
and
too.
Kevin Stefanski.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I feel about it. And the Chiefs, I feel like, are just the Chiefs. Mahomes is so...
Late games, Mahomes with the hand in his ball. If you don't put it out of reach soon enough and your defense can't shut them down at some point, and Mahomes gets a chance late in the game to win the game, he's going to be Patrick Mahomes, and that is just about it. We've seen it so many times. Like you said yesterday, it's just the new Patriots. Okay, this is what we are going to expect every single game, every single year.
They've won 8 regular season games in a row, all by 6 points or less. So I honestly, they think they get bored in the first half, and then they kind of do a couple Tyreek Mahomesy things. What's the meme going around now? Fuck it, Tyreek's down there somewhere. Because it seems like every time when he starts rolling out, he's so smart about extending. He's not fast, but he's sneaky.
Yeah,
he's sneaky quick and sneaky.
Darts around.
Yeah, and then just freaking turns his body one way and
always
throws
has
it the other way.
From a defender too. They're in another league, dude. It just sucks. Sucks they're in my division. Fuck that.
Seahawks, I have here. Yeah, fuck the Hawks. Don't overreact, dude. It was just the Colts. It was Carson Wentz. You guys tried to let him back. Those 3 touchdowns in the first half. Where was that offense in the second half? All right, it's going to be the same Seahawks. They're going to put up points. They're going to look really good. We thought they were the team to beat in the NFC the first 7 weeks of the year. Last year, their offense was going crazy. DK was going crazy. Lockett going crazy. Russ going crazy. He's getting MVP votes finally.
He's cooking.
And then they tail off, and then they finish the season dramatically. Russ is gone next year. He's playing for the Giants. You heard it here first. Mark my words. There's your first one.
Clip that.
let's jump into week 2's games. Real quick, Matt Ryan, please retire. I'm so tired of watching Matt Ryan. I have, for one of my losers of the weeks was Kyle Pitts because, first of all, you know what? Let's get into this now. Kyle Pitts is what, 6'6"?
Oh, yeah, he's a big boy.
He's 6'6", maybe what, 230?
I'd say he's on the lighter side. He's got like a receiver frame and he moves
hey, man,
like one.
Don't be number 8.
Okay, we're getting into it.
Hey, man, don't be a single digit. Be in the 80s. This whole thing is ridiculous. All day yesterday, I'm seeing these guys fly around, make plays. Who's that? These games happen too quick, dude. A lot of times they show angles. I don't see their names, or they're too small. I can't read the names. I go by numbers. I watch the league enough that I won't remember a player's number, but if I see the player and see the jersey number, I see the Texans, I see 31, I remember David Johnson. If you asked me 4 weeks ago what David Johnson's number was, I could probably still tell you 31, but most people, a lot of people couldn't. I don't like it, and the day that a quarterback is wearing 27, I'm out.
That's fucked. I hope that doesn't happen because I don't like that either.
This is just another thing that COVID has ruined because they only did this last year because they had expanded rosters for COVID past 53 and more players on the practice squad, and you needed more numbers for guys. But
I like it.
Sterling Shepard's number 3. What's another one of the list I have right here of guys? Isaiah Simmons is number 9 now. Jalen Ramsey is number 5. Robert,
doesn't make sense to
for
me.
3 minutes last night, you and I were debating who caught that, Van Jefferson or Robert Woods. Oh, Robert Woods was number 12 last year, right? No, he was 17. Oh, wait, no, he's number 2. Oh, no, he was 7.
We'll get used to it, though. You'll learn the players' numbers, and
I don't like change, all right? It takes me... I'm a progressive guy, all right? I'm a progressive guy. I am, but I'm also not fucking AOC over here, man. I don't want the craziest shit to happen, and we need to keep some semblance of order. I'm on Team Tom when it comes to this argument, and in Tom, I trust. Tom, I trust. I trusted that they would go right down the field and kick that game-winning field goal on Thursday, and I knew that was going to happen. And I believe in him.
Well, Tom Brady's just like, it's going to make for confusing football. I don't...
you're putting guys' lives at risk. It's not just my viewing habits that are disrupted, but guys are in danger. And I'm just looking out for them, honestly. I'm looking out for them.
That's a noble cause.
Looking out for them.
Okay, that's pretty noble of you.
Okay, let's get into week 2's games. We're going to... I think the way we're going to structure this for now... We've got 4 levels of games. You could get the red wash of games. Those are the worst games. Very few people are going to understand this.
Something for me and you.
Yeah, this is for us, yeah. You can get the whitewash of games. A little bit better. You get that underbody, and it's a little game's clear cut. It's a close game, maybe. Right. 2 bad teams, but maybe it's juicy. Then you got the blue wash, where you're like, oh, okay, these are the better games of the week. And then the gold wash of games. You get that Carnuba wax, tire shine. Let's just fucking get into it right off the get-go, man. The gold wash of games. Yep. Chargers at Cowboys. In Los Angeles, Chargers at Cowboys.
Same fucking joke,
Yep,
man.
same joke. Because, it's going to be, 80%
Cowboys fans travel well.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to say you're wrong. They travel well.
And you're not going to be happy about Trayvon picking off Herbert twice.
Twice,
yep,
okay.
Twice.
What was the bet we made?
You're going to buy an authentic Trayvon jersey.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go on NFLshop.com.
Yep.
The authentic NFLshop.com.
Yep.
Go to the Cowboys section and pay full price for a Trayvon Diggs jersey and wear it on a podcast.
Yep.
If Trayvon Diggs picks off Justin Herbert twice, clip it.
Yep. And if one of them's a pick 6, you have to wear it at work and get yelled at by Cody for not wearing your headphone gear.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, no. I am going to... I'm not going to give a pick because... Fuck you. We're going to fucking walk in there and come out 1-1 and put you guys at 1-1.
I was just going to say, what I love is that Herbert just finally has time to throw this season. So at least I'm not worried about him being fucking creamed every single play.
Yeah, Randy Gregory, again, I think I did read actually that he's vaccinated and asymptomatic.
So you just need
he needs 2 tests
within 48
negative
hours.
Within 24 hours of each other. Cross our fingers. Why is everyone getting fucked? Or why are we the only ones getting fucking COVID? It's because we're in Texas?
Probably.
Also, players just stay home, I'm all about right now, just fucking go out. Like, what are we doing? But, hey, man,
got games
don't
to
get
win
COVID.
here.
Yeah, don't get COVID.
Here. Yeah. So you're taking the boys. I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah.
You have like a score prediction? Anything that you think? Any big storylines or
No,
predictions?
let me just look at what the
happen?
over is because I will most likely bet the over. It's 55.5. Okay, that's kind of a lot.
That is a lot.
But I could see both of them being in the 30s.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion, will be maybe the best game of the day, not our teams. Bills-Dolphins.
Oh, that's huge. I'm
Bills-Dolphins,
glad you said that.
and the Bills are favored by 3. I'm going to take...
They're at home. They're in Miami.
Yeah. So,
okay.
So a 3-point favorite on the road. They think you're considerably better, and I think they're right because I think the Steelers, again, really good defense at home. I get you can get caught sleeping. The Steelers, by the way, can we just throw out real quick? The Steelers, man. Here's not an overreaction. Here's an overreaction. The Steelers are going to be bad. That was an overreaction from the offseason. Because everyone gave up on Ben, and he looked like he belongs in an old home for like 6 of those throws. But he still can do it, and he can still be Ben. And when they keep the game plan smart with short throws and the occasional deep shot, and you just keep pounding to Najee Hill, I know the run blocking still sucks, and the O-line still honestly sucks. But Najee will turn some of those nothings into somethings.
Yeah.
And if you keep the game plan smart, that defense is going to ride you all year long, and you're going to be able to do some damage when the time comes, and you'll have an experienced QB there to get you through the tough times maybe in the playoffs that you need.
I will say that I want to keep my off-season slander of them at least on that offensive line. I just think that's so crucial, especially with Najee, dude. Imagine if they had like a fucking top offensive line, I would be singing a different tune. But Ben does have to get the ball out quick, and if you can do that and they have a smart offensive game plan, sure, we'll see. Because that defense
already
is
up,
insane.
Already up to 32-1.
Oh yeah,
pretty big jump. Pretty big jump. Rams 13-1. Hop on it, everybody. Hop on it.
Bills Dolphins though, that is a great game.
Tua's got to show me something this game.
Absolutely,
I'm going to become increasingly more critical by the week that he doesn't show me stuff because I need to see it quite a bit, and I need to see it quite a bit this year.
I need to see it all year. That's my biggest thing. I don't care how shitty he does.
Otherwise, bye. Give me Deshaun.
Yeah, show me 17 games where you're also... This is a big game, and this is a potential playout. This is what's going to boil down to in December.
Dude, they could be 2-0 in the division. In 2 division wins.
For team morale and confidence.
And make the Bills 0-2.
That's huge in so many ways. Yeah, he's got to... And I want to see him. I want to see him do it. I want to see 3 or 4 touchdowns. He can run them. I don't care if he
And we know the Bills are going to come back and put up points because they're going to be...
defense is going to be a little pissed off too, I'd say. Because the Steelers went, 13, 20 unanswered?
Yeah, I think you got a 20.
So that defense has got to have something to prove. So I would assume they want to just shut down Tua, especially division game like that. So I want to see Tua ball out. Otherwise, I'm not on the train, but I'm going to watch it leave the station, come back around a second time, and watch it leave the station again and go get on another train.
To continue in the blue wash category, let's go Ravens-Chiefs Sunday night. Now, I know we don't know how the Ravens are going to look tonight, and how they look tonight is probably going to dictate a lot of what we think going into Sunday night. I just know that these Chiefs, especially in the primetime games, they don't fuck around, man, and they look really good and really sharp, and especially when they play these teams. Other than the Pats, for some reason, have kind of had their number. Belichick's been able to play Andy Reid really well, but other than that, when they play these Ravens or when they play the Steelers, when they play these teams, they come to play and they look good. I think they're going to take care of that. -3, I'll take. They're at least going to push.
This is an arguable blue wash with tire shine, arguably gold wash. This is a good game. I like this game a lot. But
how do you feel about the Chiefs roster-wise on defense? Is probably their most questionable spot.
Still have a lot of talent. I mean, Matthew...
It just doesn't matter, though, because then they score 15 points in 2.5 minutes.
I mean, your offense can really bail you out if your defense sells. Browns were up, and then it's just fucking... It's Mahomes, dude. And yeah, there was that costly pick from Baker and whatnot, but defense wins you championships, but Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill win you championships as well. So it's a question mark for me, but it's okay, is it really going to fucking matter? Is there really a question mark when you have Patrick Mahomes with the ball in his hand with 2 minutes left? Does it really matter?
I'm going to put this one in the blue wash as well, and you might not think so, but 49ers in Philadelphia.
That's a blue.
It's a blue.
That's a blue.
Because the Eagles looked kind of good today. Jalen looked kind of good. Devontae was frisky. Jalen Reagor was frisky.
Be great to see them play frisky. A good team, too.
Exactly. And the Niners, I don't know what to think about them after today because they looked like they were going to just absolutely run them out of the building. They did run them out of the building, and then they came back, and they made it somewhat close, and that makes me nervous, too. I just want to see Trey. So this will be a better test and more so of a test for the Eagles, but if the Eagles win...
Looking at Jalen and the Eagles, like, we expected the Eagles to be pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, most people thought they'd be one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
So, and hopefully the Niners can be a little more consistent. And I'm going to say this is a blue. Saints-Panthers in Carolina.
That's a blue.
Because the Saints are must-watch TV now. I need to see Jameis every week. I need to see this.
Me too. I love it.
Because if he makes it like the first month of the season looking reliable, I'm for sure changing my opinion on the Saints when it comes to their fit in this puzzle of Super Bowl contenders in the NFC.
Chips are getting pushed in.
And Carolina, my Sam Darnold stock looked pretty good last night or yesterday morning.
And we need to see them playing a good team too because it was the Jets.
Yeah, it was an ugly win. It didn't look very good. But in the first half, it looked really good. And him and McCaffrey are just a match made in heaven. Dump off King, and McCaffrey's going to have a huge year. When you put a system with him, it allows him, again, only the top 3 or 4 or 5 guys are the guys you can just throw into a system, and the system is them. Everyone else is, of different varying degrees, a system quarterback. So the slander on him was way too harsh, and that team, I think, is going to be better than we think. And if the Falcons are as bad as I think they are after that game yesterday, fuck you, Matt Ryan, I think the Panthers are going to win some games.
Okay, yeah.
Titans at Seahawks. Seahawks are 5.5-point favorites.
I mean, the Seahawks are just going to torch their defense, and it's week 2 Seahawks.
And it's in Seattle.
It's in Seattle. It's early season Seahawks. It's the Titans defense. We just watched Kyler Murray decimate them. So
this is going to be a pretty...
I'd say it's a whitewash, honestly.
Tennessee, for me, week by week, is going to probably just get more exposed as being, what do you call it?
Like a fluke, almost?
Yeah. Seahawks, 5.5. Yeah, give me that.
Me too.
What do you think about Vikings in Arizona? Cardinals are 3.5-point favorites.
I like that.
I like it
the
too.
Cardinals.
They look really good.
I'm kind of buying some Cardinal stock.
It's just so hard.
Yeah,
that division
they're
is
all 1-0.
insane.
I would say it's the best. We've covered it, but I don't know if that episode even aired.
So I'll take them 3.5. The Vikings did absolutely. Kirk, that's another person. Fuck out of here, Kirk.
I've been saying that for a long time.
He's a backup.
Serviceable backup.
I'll go that far. He's a backup.
Okay.
Falcons at Bucks.
We know how we feel about the Falcons.
Yeah, Bucks are gonna fuck them up. We can move on from that. Falcons are.
Well, didn't you say last time though you were?
Okay, I'll say this. I'll take the 12.5 points. How about that?
Okay.
I might even put that in a. I might even put that in a tease. Get them up to 18.5. Because these Falcons Bucks games, just these NFC South games over the years, they're all weird.
Funky,
no matter how good a
weird.
team might be, they'll play a team that could be. It's every division. The Cowboys, on their best of years, can play the Redskins and football team can play them and have a good game. Those division games are always weird. Chargers Raiders games always weird. Chargers Chiefs games always weird.
We shut down Mahomes sometimes.
No, for sure. It's weird. Patriots at Jets. How do you feel about that?
I'm just so not sold on Salah and the Jets right now. It's just like, give me the Patriots.
Mac looked pretty good today.
Mac looked very good. There was a play. Yesterday. There was a play on one of just dropped it right in the bucket, and I was like, this is what Belichick loves. Just getting the ball where it needs to be. You don't need to throw it 60 yards and like bomb it. But
and John New was coming across the middle one of those routes, and instead of leading him into the safety, Brandon Weeden style, he threw it back shoulder so that he would turn and kind of avoid that hit. Like, that's just something smart.
Knows
those little things. And they were, again, this close from getting a win. I really thought they should have won that game. And it would have been a good week 1 win.
And I just feel like...
I think they're going to mollywop.
And it's Bill versus the Jets, too. And
I don't know why I keep saying mollywop in the last few weeks. I don't know who I heard that from, but whoever gave that to me. Texans at Browns. Browns 12.5.
I like that.
I'll take the Texans, 12.5, just because it's a lot of points.
That's a juicy bet.
Tyrod is serviceable. He can move a ball a little bit.
He looked.
Browns probably, though, come at home in that defense feast. Raiders are in Pittsburgh and are 6.5-point underdogs. Give me the Steelers -7. Statement win at home. 2-0.
That's a big home
Browns
game.
blow it to the Texans. Now the Browns are 0-2.
I mean,
Ravens lose to the Raiders tonight. And then lose to the Chiefs.
I do want to see tonight's game.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I am so not sold on the Raiders, I'll probably take the Steelers as well. I mean, that defense, the Raiders' offense is better than their defense, but I think that Steelers' offense could pick apart Gus Bradley pretty easily. I
think we're still in Andy Dalton time of the year, even after last night. So Bengals in Chicago as 3-point underdogs. I like coming in and winning. And maybe that pisses Chicago off enough where they hand it over to Justin week 3.
Oh, you're saying the Bengals? Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. I need to look at the Bears' upcoming schedule again, but he's got to get in there soon, dude.
I think week by week, it's just going to get more and more pressure.
Until their hand is forced, essentially. Like, it's like, okay, we have no choice. Fans are pissed. We are losing games, or Andy is losing them games, not just the team. I agree with you. It's going to be week by week.
And I think whoever folds first between Kyle Shanahan and Matt Nagy, once they're all in there, all the rookies and thrown around, it's going to be really hard to keep them on the sidelines, especially if you're not winning games, because then what else do you even have to lose? For some reason, these coaches who are about to get fired talk themselves into starting Teddy Bridgewater over Drew Lock or Andy Dalton over Justin Fields because they just want the guy who's going to, they think, win them some games with the team so they can keep their job.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that'll be out quick. I'm hoping Matt Nagy is out of there so they can go get, I already said it last week, Brian Daboll is my number one guy, but I want them to get somebody to come in with Fields.
Would be fantastic.
And just open up that offense with A-Rob and David Montgomery and Cole Kmet. They've got pieces. They just need they need something at the top that's a little more stable. So yeah, Bengals, Bears, don't watch it.
Is that a red wash?
Yeah, that's a red wash. This one's pretty good, and I think it might be maybe our last one. Oh no, Broncos, Jags. Do we give...
No.
Worst game of the week, maybe?
One of them.
In terms of least interesting.
I just don't care about either of the teams.
Like, yeah, I don't even really care about watching Urban and
Vision.
Like, I'm watching the Jags to see if Urban looks good.
I guess I'd want to watch for like the critical moments, like how they handle like quick drives, like you need to get down and score, like late game situations, clock management, stuff like that, but I don't care about the game.
Rams at Colts.
That's pretty interesting.
This is a big game. The Colts it's going to be like a month before I figure out how I actually feel about the Colts. Maybe even 2 months.
Give them some time. Slow.
Yeah, and all the COVID stuff that they had to go through, and you're playing Russ. But their defense was supposed to be what they relied on, and then the Hawks just seemed to really do whatever they wanted to.
Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited, or however the fuck he says it, dude. He's such a... Corny. He's so fake, man. He's so fake.
That's so corny.
He's so
unlimited.
He's so annoying.
I'm unlimited.
He's like a good dude, and he's amazing.
He's a great guy.
Dude, Dak, like having Dak is so much better just in the sense, obviously I'd way rather have Russ, but I watch Dak and I want to run through a wall for Dak.
Oh, absolutely.
And I look at Russ and just the shit, like I look at him on a football screen and I love it, but anything I see from him media wise is just so cringy.
After that Mr. Unlimited video, it really
that's what it is. Mr. Unlimited. That's what it is.
It really shook my view on him because he's such a great guy and he is so fucking talented. But like, dude, delete your account. Stop. Give up. You're not a social media guy.
It was a red flag back in the back in the day when everyone in their locker room. Remember when like stuff came out of that locker room of how those players felt about him, and he just was this kind of weird. He's just a strange dude, man. He's a strange
dude. Him
and
and Pete's relationship has always been strange to me too.
But then he's such a corny ass dude, and he's just got Sierra.
Yeah, how'd he bag that? How'd he pull that off?
Keep it in.
Oh yeah.
He probably does. Do we have any more?
Lions, Packers.
Packers Monday night. Well, we probably both expect the Packers to get back on track.
They gotta, dude. If they don't, though, and they fucking lose to Jared Goff, whoa, see ya, Aaron.
I'm rooting for the Lions so hard secretly. The drama queen in me who likes seeing the stuff play out.
The reality TV fan in you.
Yeah, I want the Seattle season to end dramatically and be a disaster because I would love to see Russ leave there just to see it. I would have to put a couple of my friends on like suicide watch if that happened. But I also would like to see, Aaron is just kind of being a piece. He's been a piece. I was debating my friend Jason with this when we were talking about Aaron Rodgers, and he was saying that he didn't think he wanted to leave, that he just wanted more say. I'm like, dude, what do you mean he doesn't want to leave? He clearly wants to leave. And he said that he didn't think he would do that. And I'm like, hey, man, what? Of course he would do that. He's a total drama queen, and he's totally got a huge ego. Yes, he's going to be gone. And I think they can get through this season if they're winning games and everything's fine and dandy. He can play that whole game. But, I mean, even already, Matt LaFleur said yesterday after the game that it was an embarrassing loss. And Aaron, they asked him about it, and he goes, well, those aren't the words that I would choose. I mean, it was one game. Just those little things that are only going to escalate.
They don't like each other.
And if they go to 0-2, oh, clearly not. To the Lions as well? Oh.
Yeah, that would be, I don't even know. That'd be something else.
It's gonna be. He might just stop playing.
Go host Jeopardy. It just sucks. I really do like Aaron Rodgers, though. I really do. I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan. I just love the way I don't know. I've always said I think he's one of, if not the most talented quarterback.
I love him, but also, like, fuck him, dude. That's where I'm at. Like, we got Josh Allen, we got Kyler Murray, we got Herbert now, we got Trey Lance, we got Justin Fields, we got Dak, we got Mahomes.
We have them, but there's just...
I don't need to watch Aaron anymore.
Quite do what he can do. Like, on the run, getting sacked, and he just...
throw 2 picks and 134 yards?
Not that game.
Dude, that one pick he had yesterday in the red zone?
Yeah, that was brutal.
That's
brutal, but that's not Aaron Rodgers.
I think he's lost it, dude.
You think so?
I think he's lost it. He's lost his step.
Let's clip it. We better clip it. I don't know.
I'm fine with moving on. It's like it's not as bad as LeBron, because when LeBron leaves, I think that'll be a bigger hole for the NBA to fill.
Well, yeah, dude.
But at the same time, for at least us, like us real NBA fans, which I think Clark and I are the only ones, the people in our group chat are so disrespectful to the game today. There's so many young players: Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, Trey Young, John Morant. These guys who are just so much fun to watch. Devin Booker, like, these guys are going to be absolute. Giannis, still got KD, still got Steph. Like, there's so many. The game is so good now, and I think the quarterbacks are getting so good that, you know what, dude? If I'm the Packers, they fucked up, man. They should have traded him. They should have traded him when he wanted out. They should have traded him draft night. Could have gotten Trey Lance. The Niners wanted him.
Could have got a haul for A-Rod.
And now you're going to have to deal with this all year. And since he's just going to walk, and
you get nothing,
I just would have saved the headaches, man, and just gotten rid of him and accepted your fate. And cut Jordan Love. These guys have just such big egos. They can't admit when they fucked up. And just admit you fucked up, and Jordan Love isn't that good. Okay, can we...
I want to see Jordan before we just throw him out, you know?
Dude, he's clearly not good.
He looked okay in the preseason. Making
Cooper Rush looked okay in the preseason.
Yeah. I need to see it before.
But if he was good,
stamp him as not good.
If he was good, they would have traded Aaron Rodgers.
But that's the thing, is like,
the Chiefs had no problem trading Alex Smith because they saw what Patrick Mahomes was doing in practice that whole year that he sat. Well, and they were like, "Oh shit,
that's
this
Jordan
guy's
Love
good."
Compared to Patrick Mahomes, so I feel like that's different.
No, but if he was, they had all of last year where they watched him every day.
Pick on him too, so
and they watched him. They watched him every day in practice. They probably got a pretty good glimpse, at least in terms of you can see in a sense Herbert. We saw immediately. Oh, yeah. Even somebody like Dak, who wasn't crazy talented, you saw.
But we saw
immediately. Yeah, he had a presence and he had a way about him. I think they clearly don't see that, and they're so gun-ho. It's going to be so interesting to see when he flops after Aaron leaves, if everyone just gets canned out of there. I think it's just going to be a dramatic thing all year. We're already right now talking about how he's gone from the league just from after 1 week.
Overreaction Monday.
Welcome
to the Overreaction Monday Cover 2 podcast.
I think that'll do it.
Yeah.
Anything else after week 1 that caught your eye that you're excited about?
I'm obviously excited about my team and my new offensive line. That's huge for me after how bad we were last year.
I can't wait for us to pod next week. And
we're going to hate each other. We're going to hate each other.
Oh, no, I'll be totally fine.
Win or loss?
No. But we're going to win. And we're going to come back next week. Maybe have a different type of format. I don't know. We're going to kind of throw stuff at the wall every week. And season. Yeah, we're going to see what sticks. So, good shit, man.
Yeah.
All right. Until next week.
All right.
Peace.